names with Matt. Hey, Sarah, so how's it going? How are you?
I'm good. Actually, it's a rough morning with a client, but I'm fine. It's just a stressful job.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know. Um, well, you keep coming here to AA, and you have how many days now?
74.
74, see. So that's really something. Um, so many people go back out drinking, you know, family, job, whatever it is, relationships, they just tip right over, fall over, and end up, back drinking, and you're not
I
doing
I could see that happening if I wasn't in the program.
and coming to this meeting.
Yes, and doing homework.
That's right. I'll have you read some. I got your text on that. Just remind me, and we'll have you tell us about that
Okay.
later. So good. I'm glad you're here because you know, it's um we had all those girls coming when you showed up, and they all have disappeared. What's her name? Lydia. She's coming, but she comes every fourth day, so she's on her way out.
I know.
So,
You always give her crap about that.
oh, I give everybody crap.
I know.
As ask Sam. Poor Sam was like, I used to say my favorite words to Sam was, Sam, button it up. It's like, what? I said, just like listen. Oh, okay. No, no, I get same thing with Matt. And same thing with Rebecca. So
That's why I don't
no.
say anything.
I'll tell you something, Sarah. So no, it's a big deal, the fact that you're here. It
Thank
it
you.
it is really, I mean, the fact that you're here, you're not drinking, you're staying sober, you're doing the homework and all that. Um, Anybody who keeps coming back to this meeting and keeps showing up is a real miracle in my book. If we gave out gold stars, you'd get one. But
Sweet.
we don't give out gold stars in AA.
That's okay. My girlfriend sent me, a friend of mine sent me a 30-day chip when I hit 30 days. So that was nice.
Got to AA. They didn't even have anything like chips. I came here in the mid 70s. They were like it was a California thing, and they were they gave out poker chips
Oh, I see.
because they gamble in AA clubs.
Oh, great.
Do you believe that? Um, it came to an end. All right, let me guess some people here. So Bernardo, how are you? And are you here for AA? And where are you calling from today? How long you been sober? Jan to Bernardo.
Hey, you
How's
can
it?
hear me?
Yep, yep.
So I had a slip 2 weeks ago. Um
Okay.
I was um I would have been 9 months on the 18th of March, but
Still,
unfortunately I had a slip
yeah.
and I'm calling from Toronto.
Okay, and how many days sober are you now?
Uh Let me just double check on my AA app. I'm 15 days sober now. Back.
15. Okay. And from Toronto.
Yes,
Glad you're
sir.
here. Welcome aboard. Tom. Hey Tom, how are you? And where are you calling from today, and how long have you been sober?
Hey, I'm Tom. I'm an alcoholic. I'm in the UK, in Brighton, in the UK. I'm a couple of weeks off 5 years. I don't know how many days that is.
So we'll put down, are you in Brighton Beach?
No, just Brighton, UK.
Okay, so let's
But
put
there
down,
is a beach.
I know. Oh, well, wait. Okay. So let's put down Brighton almost 5 years. Not 5 years yet. And then wait, I lived in Bournemouth
Hmm.
for a while and I worked there. Isn't Brighton right next to Bournemouth?
Uh,
Or
Maybe
no?
on the US scale of things, It's about 3 hours drive.
Oh, okay. So yeah. Oh, that's good. So you almost 5 years. So that's quite a miracle, isn't it?
Certainly is. I was a serial relapser before that.
Is that right? So how did you end up how did you stop relapsing and get sober?
I took the suggestions as instructions finally and stopped thinking that I knew everything.
Yeah, that always helps. No, know-it-alls don't do so well in AA. I know that. Nope, I know that. Nope, I know that too. But on your way to the bar. All right. So hey, good to see you, Tom. So to put
Thanks.
down Brighton in his, please, whoever
Yeah, I
did
did.
that.
Oh,
No, it doesn't say Brighton. It says UK.
somebody.
Somebody changed it. Who's doing the names today? Matt is doing the names. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Thank God, Lydia. It Lydia, it's a miracle. You've showed up 2 days in a row. Wow, we should play the Olympic fanfare.
Okay, go ahead if you want to. I won't stop you.
I don't know how it goes. Do you know how it goes? Did you
Yeah,
do
off the
your
top of my
homework?
head. I did the listen to the podcast. Yeah, I did that.
Okay, and then didn't you read something and write about it also?
I've been like reading, but just with everything going on, I've been
Did you
doing. I've been focusing on 10 and 11, just with everything that's been going on right now.
in your
So
life? And
yeah,
what's been going on in your life? What's been happening? Nobody knows. You're still alive. That's
I'm
good.
still alive. I have my ex-husband showed up and threatened me, so now I've been having to get a restraining order against him. So that's been the big thing going on in my life.
Hmm.
So.
Does he come back? Does he try to break into your house and any of that stuff?
He has not yet at this point. So
Is he writing to you and threatening you or no?
he's blocked on everything. So that would be a
That's so,
violation of the restraining order. So I would hope
yeah.
not, but I also don't know.
Oh, that's good. And
Mhm.
you're staying sober.
And I'm staying sober. Yep.
And you're listening to our podcast. Is that what you're doing? And you're doing step 10 and 11. So are you writing it out kind of thing
Yeah.
or
I've been trying to write it out every morning and evening just to help ground me and get me through the day, just in case he does show up.
is that helpful?
It
Well,
is very helpful.
yeah, it is. Okay, that's good. Yeah, 10 and 11. And what else? Oh, so and you're doing job interviews too, huh?
I am. Yep. Because either I have to go back to my old job here soon or I have to get a new one. So.
One of the things I mentioned, I sent it to you in a text, but I didn't hear back from you, is that people like yourself who have jobs, then come get sober and then go back to their job. And so what happens is it's hard to make this meeting because this meeting is 4 o'clock and usually you're at work. So I pointed that out. So in a week or two, when you go back to your job or start a new one, you'll find that you're like, oh God, I want to go to that meeting, but I can't. And then
Mhm.
you sort of, it's not like you ghost us. It's just like you're at work. So
Yep.
my recommendation always is to find find some other meetings that you can go to either online or in person. You live down in Denver, so there's a lot of clubs down there, and or women's meetings might be really good since you've got the crazy husband. Um,
Yeah.
have you thought about that? Because
Yes. No, I have. And I've looked at, there's a few that would work. All in my job might allow me to come to this one, depending on the job. My current job definitely would allow me to be able to come to this one, but at least some of the time, maybe not every day, but
yeah, I mean, if you can do it, I always, kind of Tejas, I think he was here the other day. He'll have 4 years in 4th of July. It's amazing. He and Joe both got sober like July 4th or July 3rd, like a year apart. And it's
Mhm.
amazing how the 4th of July sends people to AA meetings. I don't know why. Same thing with Christmas, People start
Mhm.
showing up. I'm here on New Year's Eve. I can't do it anymore. I'm like, that was me
I can
between
see that
Christmas.
for sure, how that would happen.
let's see, what's your sobriety day?
January 10th.
Oh, Jen, yeah, see, right after New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about the job, though, is if you can do it, if your job will let you come, that's always good. Tejas did that. And who else did it? There are other people who have done it. Then other people, would Father Terry kind of mentioned that. He said, you know why people are dropping off, Jen? They're getting jobs, they're going to work. And I'm like, which is one of the reasons why we put that 5 day thing in here, said, look, try to come for 5 days, and let's see if we can get you through the steps in 30 days, to a month and a half. Because for a lot of people, that's just about how long they last here, and then they go
Mm-hmm.
back to work, you know. And
Yep, I can see that.
so one thing for you in Denver is to look at, yeah, and there are a lot of clubs around Denver. You can also ask me, I know all the clubs down there. And
Okay.
and also though, a lot of, maybe for you, like women's meetings might be really good too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't usually advocate gender type meetings, but when people are having, you know, husband crazy and crazy people here and there, sometimes it's better to try to get as much focused support, and step meetings, all of that, because you already know everything. I mean, it's not like you know everything, but you're in the program, you're working the steps, and that's
Mm-hmm.
that's what we try to do here. You and I was just talking with Sarah. She's doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, doing the deal. No, you can go to any meeting in Denver, anywheres, and this program's solid. I mean, people will think, well, you don't know anything because you only have 66 days. And you'll be like, yeah, well, that's what I told your mother last night. Oh, no, wait.
Then I'll probably get kicked out of a meeting. But
Yeah, that's what I told your father. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna shut up. Uh, so how'd you like that, Sarah? Oh, Stacy's laughing at me. Good.
Good one.
Yeah, good. And Stacy, so you actually let's see, you got fired from a job, you got a new job,
I got a new job.
and you're back working, and you're able to come to this. How are you able to arrange? Oh, where you're in Oregon though, hi, but you're
No,
an
I'm
hour
in Indiana.
Indiana. Okay, sorry. Oh, Indiana. How are you able to come here? Are you driving home from work? Is that right?
It, yeah, I just got home. So typically that's how I catch it is driving home from work or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm off work so I can come those days.
Well,
Most of the time. Some days I have to work to cover for people.
And Lydia, you're a boss, right? So you can pretty much do what you want to, or if you get a new job, you can set it up. You're like in one of those high demand kind of people. Um, yeah, okay, that's good. And good. So you're able, yeah, hey, when did you have your birthday, Stacy?
February 16th.
Did you say February 16th?
Yep.
Did we sing happy birthday to you?
Yep.
Okay,
Sure
good.
did.
Because we were about to do it
And
again.
I was working during that time and I was still able to log on because I knew it was a big deal.
Yeah, that's good. Matt just had a birthday.
Oh,
And,
really?
yeah, and we sang we
Happy
sang
birthday,
happy
Matt.
we sang happy birthday to him twice.
Oh,
on
okay.
on on this meeting. Were you there? Were you able to sing happy birthday to him?
I don't think so.
You want to sing it to him now?
Sure.
Okay, let's go
Happy
here.
birthday
Birthday
to
to
you. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday to
to you.
you.
Happy birthday, dear
Birthday.
Matt. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday to
to you.
Yay! There you go.
Yay.
And then in
Thanks,
England,
Stacy.
they usually follow it up with, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow. Where's the guy from Brighton? Don't they do, unmute him. Don't they do, there he is, Tom. Don't you guys, after you sing happy birthday, don't you follow it up with another song?
I'm not the best person to ask. I'm not big on singing that.
Yeah. But you're from England, so you would know these things.
No,
Just
reserve.
I do have a question for you though. Do you happen to know King Charles?
Certainly not. No.
No. Oh, okay. I thought you All right. But he looks like he drinks a lot, so I thought maybe. All right. All right. That's just my judgments. Okay, good. Let me see. I prefer to think of the Firth of July, Amber. That's really what the hell? What are you talking about, Amber? What does that mean, the Firth of July?
When
And how long have you been? Are you
July,
sober now? How long? You're in Texas, right?
73 days or something, 74.
You're
The
seven.
4th of July was when I had a party and it just happened to be on the 1st,
Oh, I see.
that
Okay.
Saturday
Yeah.
before the 4th. It's
Okay.
on the 4th of July.
Gotcha. Texas, 74 days. Excellent. Uh, Jim F. in Oregon. Where are you? He says he has, here you go, Matt. 4,547 days. Where's Jim? Let's unmute him.
Hi there.
This. Oh, there you are. Hey, Jim, how's it going?
Good.
You're here for AA, huh? So that's a long time. What is it?
That's what I came for, yes.
You're kind of wondering when this meeting's going to get started. You feel like you just fell into um, never mind. I have no idea. So that's
The extended parking lot meeting, yeah.
yeah, exactly, or a talk show. That's October 20th, 2012. Hey, welcome aboard and welcome to Newcomers Slipper Step Workshop. Glad you're here. Stephen. Hey, Stephen, how are you? Where are you calling from now?
Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah, spell that out, would you there, Matt? Rio de Janeiro.
RIO space DE space JANEIOO.
There you go. And how long are you sober now?
7 days.
7 days. And what was your assignment? Your reading and writing assignment?
I was doing step 1 with Sam to write out the last 10 days of my drinking.
Did you do that?
Yep.
Oh, good. You want to share one of them with us? So it was, and let me just explain to everybody what it is. It was when it was, what you drank, who I was with, what happened, what the consequences were. So pick one.
It spiraled into multi-days, but the trigger was Wednesday about a week ago. I went out just for 1 or 2 drinks with a friend in Rio, and then I ended up out of so drunk that I lost me flip-flops in the middle of the city, which is pretty dangerous at night. Rio, lost me phone, and my friend took us home. Me fiance left, and then I continued to drink for 4 more days in a row, not showing up for work.
It's really horrible when that happens, isn't it? You finally, have you been to AA before, or is this your first go?
Nah, people have been trying to get us to go for a few years, and I finally came after this incident.
So it's so weird. You're from England, and then you get sober in Rio de Janeiro, which has to be one of the hardest countries in the world to get sober in, right?
It's actually much easier. The Brighton
Oh.
guy will know it's actually much easier. England is a disaster for people drinking. Here in Brazil, like my fiance doesn't really drink. Her friends don't drink, so it's not a culture like England.
I met the guy from Brighton. I know about it. I lived in England for 3 years. I became an alcoholic there. I blame the British for my alcoholism. If I didn't live in England, I never would have become an alcoholic.
Yeah, I know it's.
That's a joke.
I'm sorry, but I'm
I,
from the
I was
northeast.
I was headed there no matter what. Okay, so good. So now you have to do the second half of the first step, and we're going to put that up for you right now. Okay, in chat. So have a look at it in chat. The second half of the first step says, I think Matt's putting it up. Are you putting it up, Matt? Okay. Oh, there it is. The second half of the first step says, write about the unmanageability of my entire life, drunk or sober, in the following areas: money, family, wife, husband, cars, school, kids, pets, jobs, relationships, friends, the law, and health. when you do your writing, pray before you write, ask God to guide your pen, show you what to write, and don't write for more than half an hour a day. So as an example, okay, so what is it? The second half of the first step says, we admitted we're powerless over alcohol and our lives have become unmanageable. So it's broken up into two parts. So we're going to write about the unmanageability of my entire life in these following: drunk or sober. So an example for me, when I was drinking, jobs. Okay. So when I was drinking, I would not show up for like what happened with you. I just wouldn't show up for the job. I'd wake up, I'd be gone for 2 days and they'd fire me and I have to get another job. Or when I was drinking, sometimes I'd drink on the job and I was slightly irrational and they would say, "What is wrong with him?" But eventually I would get fired. So I couldn't not drink on the job. Now, jobs, unmanageability of my entire life in the areas of jobs when I was sober, other things happened to me, such as I would try to run my own company, but um, I wasn't really working kind of like what's his name was saying there from Brighton. I was running my own company, but I was always going askew. So we would forget to bill clients and um I couldn't stay focused on anything. So I had unmanageability there too. It was only until I got into this program and some other programs that I could um become more effective on jobs. So you're going to write about the unmanageability of your entire life in the areas of all these. You just take each category, let's say money, and say, okay, what's my relationship with money, either now or when I'm drinking? All right, so write some on each one of those, okay?
Sounds good.
You got it? Okay, good. Glad you keep coming back here. Good move. Very smart. Liz, hey Liz, how are you? Where are you calling from today, Liz, and how long have you been sober?
Hey y'all, I came yesterday. This is my first actual day after a relapse of sobriety. So thanks for having me back. I'm from Atlanta and I'm an alcoholic, sorry.
So where are you calling from?
Atlanta.
Oh, that's right, Atlanta, good.
Right,
And
right,
you
right.
and you have 2 days now, or what or just one
I
day?
really just have one. I
Oh.
kind of had a little bit yesterday because I was trying to detox myself.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Good. I'm
Yeah.
glad you're coming. Good job. Okay, hang in there.
Thank you.
Chris Booth. Hey, Chris, hi, how are you? Where are you calling from today, Chris? And how long have you been sober? And you're here for AA, I take it, right? Jan to Chris. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, Chris.
Hey, I'm Chris, alcoholic. I've been sober for about 160 days now.
Good. And where are you calling from?
Colorado.
Colorado. Okay, good. Welcome aboard. Welcome to Newcomers Slipper Step Workshop. Here's Jason, Amber, Texas. Okay, let me see who else is. Did I get everybody there, Matt? Yeah, okay, good. Hey, Matt, you want to read everything? Matt's going to explain to you guys what this meeting's all about. And not only that, you can turn your cameras on now, too.
What's up? Wait, can you hear me?
Sure, go right ahead.
Okay. Mad Alcoholic, welcome to Newcomers Slipper Step Workshop. If you're new to AA or coming back, this is the meeting for you. This group is exactly what the name says, a workshop. We read 6 AA books, work the steps, sponsor you, give reading and writing assignments. We'll teach you an AA program. We move right along here and people get well here. Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop is a step workshop. Unlike most AA meetings, it's not a speaker's meeting nor a discussion meeting. It's more like a class, AA 101, AA University. You want to have the attitude of learning and do the assigned reading and writing on the steps. And we'll take you through the steps and AA books in short order. So if you're looking for guidance and direction in an AA program, this is the meeting for you. Newcomers Slipper Step Workshop is a very unique meeting since we use the same principles AA used between 1932 and 1939. Everybody works in the group and moves through the 12 steps to live our lives free from alcohol and learn a new way of living. We're glad you could make it. For newcomers, there's a link to the newcomers packet in chat. Security for Newcomers Slipper Step Workshop. We have cameras and chat turned off. You can chat only with the co-hosts. We do all of the above for safety reasons. Zoom bombers try to get in, and the above eliminates them. We don't allow group sharing in chat or exchange of phone numbers. This is an AA step class, and since everyone's new here, we want to protect you. Meeting confirmation. Here is our email for meeting confirmation. stepworkshop1@gmail.com. And this is good for school, class, work, probation, court orders, etc. Announcements. 7th tradition. Contributions. You can make donations to @Jan-Scott in Venmo or using the Cash App Jack Fox 111999 or PayPal, which is good for international, to Jan Scott janscottlive@gmail.com 720-646-6131. Contributions go to pay for Zoom, Boulder 1 AA, and Boulder County AA, OIO AA Intergroup, and Father Terry's work. We offer free books to those in need. We spend about $350 a month every month. Suggested donations are $1 to $2 per meeting, or the price of a 12-pack of Bud 12 ounces per month, $18.99. This group meets daily with the following formats. Monday today is 12 by 12 step study. Tuesday is Big Book. Wednesday, as Bill sees it, and it's Sunglass Wednesday. Thursday, Came to Believe, and it's Dog Thursday. Friday's open. The chair picks the topic, and it's Cat Friday. Saturday is Living Sober, and Sunday, Daily Reflections. AA Preamble. Alcoholics Anonymous is a fellowship of people who share their experience, strength, and hope with each other that they may solve their common problem and help others to recover from alcoholism. The only requirement for membership is a desire to stop drinking. There are no dues or fees for AA membership, and we're self-supporting through our own contributions. AA is not allied with any sect, denomination, politics, organization, or institution, does not wish to engage in any controversy, neither endorses nor opposes any causes. Our primary purpose is to stay sober and help other alcoholics to achieve sobriety. Please join me in the Serenity Prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. If you're new to this meeting, please come for 5 days and see how you like it, and then we'll put you to work. Note this meeting is recorded with audio only for our podcast on YouTube channel. No video pictures or names shown, so no one will even know you're here. Our podcast is YouTube channel, Newcomers Slippers Step Workshop AA Meeting, and there's a link in the chat to the YouTube site. And finally, everyone, please introduce yourself as an alcoholic when speaking, and thanks for being here. With that, back to you, Jan, in the studio.
Okay. Hey, thanks, Matt, for reading. And so we're going to keep going on right along here. So Jason, let's see, what was your last reading assignment and writing assignment?
So yesterday I had finished reading what you gave me in chapter 6 to read about the 5th step, and we did that yesterday in the 5th step room. And since then I wasn't given anything additionally.
So now, time to do the 6th step. And the 6th step is on page 75, 76 in the AA Big Book. Everybody turn to page 76. Sam's going to put a link up to it. So it starts with, so first of all, Jason, did you go back and read on 75, the returning home part?
Yes.
Okay, you read that. Good. Okay.
We read that.
So
we reviewed it a few times also in the 5th step room yesterday.
all right. So now, the 6th step, a couple things on that. One is I want you to go and go to our podcast, okay, and look up the 6th step there. You'll find it in steps 1 through 12 in order. You can click on 6 and 7 and listen to those. And then the second thing you can do is click on one that says 6-step exclusively in our YouTube podcasts and click on those. And Sam, if you would put up a link to our YouTube podcast. So we recorded about 100 of these classes and they give like instructions on various steps, and they're really excellent. So rather than have me go through, an hour-long detail, you guys can go back and listen to various steps that you want to. So, okay, so you got that part, Jason?
Yes. Any reading that I should be doing in addition to
No, you need
listening?
you need to go to well, we're going to do it right now, but you need to go and listen to those podcasts on step 6 and 7. Okay. Um, okay, so now here we go. Page 76. So start, just read from the top out loud, slowly. I'll interrupt as usual.
Hi, Jason, alcoholic. If we can't answer to our satisfaction, we then look at step 6. We have emphasized willingness as being indispensable. And are we now ready to let God remove from us all the things which we have admitted are objectionable? Can he now take them all, every one? If we still cling to something we will not let go, we ask God to help us be willing. When ready, we say something like this: My Creator, I am now willing that you should have all of me, good and bad. I pray that you now remove from me every single defect of character which stands in the way of my usefulness to you and my fellows. Grant me strength as I go out from here to do your bidding. Amen. We have then completed step 7.
Okay, so
Now,
now,
yep.
hang on, no, stop right there. So, now what happens is you've done these 2 steps here in the big book, very short, but there's what happens with alcoholics, what happens with us is we have these character defects or a form of defective thinking that we've, in a way, identified in the 4th step and 5th step when it talks about what it affects in me in your 5th step over on page 58 or 59. It talks about excuse me, yeah, affects my self-esteem, security. So we create rules for ourselves that are defective. So an example would be when someone's a kid, and they do something wrong, and their parent says, "It's okay, just tell me the truth. I won't hit you." And then you tell the truth, and bam, you get hit. So then you create a rule, which is don't ever tell the truth about doing anything wrong because you'll get hit. And we just carry that right on into life. But more so, we start drinking, and then these defects of thinking become more instilled. And so part of step 6 and 7 and the rest of the steps is about how do I undo these character flaws, or they call them defects, but they're almost, it's to me, it's not so much of a moral issue. Um, as they say, we're not bad people trying to get good. We are sick people trying to get well. And that those mental quirks are all part of the alcoholic illness. So go and listen to those steps 6 and 7. There's like 3 or 4 of them. That's your homework. You can take notes on that too. So, and then also see where do I identify here? Where what is my defective thinking? What is my defective action? So you've got some hard work to do here this week. It's not going to be one of these one-day things. I want you to dig into it, okay?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, congratulations for being here too. Way to go. Okay. Carmen. Hey, Carmen. Hi, how's it going? And what was your last reading and writing assignment?
Hi, Jan. It's Carmen, alcoholic. My last reading and assignment was chapter 7, and we talked yesterday about step 12. And as far as me, the 5 takeaways I got from chapter 7 and what I've been doing to try to help others or
Okay, so you came up. Did you share your 5 takeaways?
Yes, yesterday.
Okay,
Or
good.
sorry, today is Monday, so Saturday. Sorry.
So that chapter 7 is working with others, right?
Yes.
All right. And the other thing here, okay, so you've done all 12 steps, 1 through 12,
Yes.
correcto? Okay.
Yes. Mhm.
All right. And did we go through the step 6 and 7 process with you in the same, were you on one of those meetings the same way I'm just talking to Jason about?
Yes. But that was what, last month, sometime last month.
Were you in that class where everybody talked about what their go-to defective defective operating principle was? Were
I
you
don't
there?
remember as good. I don't remember that as far as like their go-to. No.
Why don't you go back and go listen to those in the podcasts?
Okay.
Talking about, they're called defective operating principles. They are lies. Everybody listen to this. They are lies that we create for ourselves. They are principles to live by, which are incorrect. Many people have them, but the alcoholic has them to the extreme. So go listen to those podcasts on 6 and 7.
Okay.
Take notes. Do it during this week. Hey, glad you keep coming here.
Thank you.
You're a miracle.
Thank you.
Yep. La, 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 la. So we have Jason, Stephen, Lydia, you're good. We got you. You're Sarah. Did we Sarah, oh, I know Sarah. So you read a chapter and you came up with some notes on it. What chapter was it that you read and what were the notes you came up with?
It was chapter 11, A Vision for You.
Okay.
Um, I'll just read what I have. So one's a quote. Then would come oblivion and the awful awakening to face the hideous four horsemen: terror, bewilderment, frustration, and despair. I put, before our program, we never could picture our lives without alcohol. The next one is, there a substitute for alcohol? Yes, the Fellowship of Alcoholics Anonymous. All around me are alcoholics dying helplessly. Quote, painfully aware of being somehow abnormal. The man, hold on, I gotta read my right. The man did not fully realize what it meant to be an alcoholic. And then the final one that I feel like is like step 12, pretty much. So quote, so you see, there were 3 alcoholics in that town who now felt they had to give to others what they had found or be sunk.
Okay, so now what was the name of this chapter?
A Vision for You.
A Vision for You. And what number is that?
Chapter 11.
Chapter 11, A Vision for You. So what's your big takeaway on chapter 11 and a Vision for You?
It kind of like gives you the outlook of what's next in your walk with sobriety. After you do the steps, what do you to do next? And you have to give it away to keep it, like Jeff always says. And so it's not a one and done. It's a continuous work every day to keep me sober.
Speaking of Jeff, let's go up to Jeff. Okay, Jeff, your commentary on A Vision for You. You're muted. You are
Mute.
muted.
Jeff Alcoholic. Yeah, a vision for you. Yeah, how to go ahead and how to live your life sober, working with other alcoholics. And learning and working. Yeah.
So in a vision for you on page 158, so everybody could turn to that. They lay out here step 1 laid out on the first paragraph. Step 2 is laid out, and step 3. He takes you right, recaps all the steps in a vision for you, and then over on there's a couple of other things here on page 160. He has a spiritual experience on the last 2 paragraphs in there, and how the room lights up for him. Then on page 161 in a vision for you, talking about these AAs in the 1930s, and oftentimes you'll see meetings named after this. This is why a vision for you is so important. They had visioned the great reality, their loving and all-powerful creator. So they came into this huge awareness of God. It really touched them. The last paragraph on 161, and we do that here, but life among Alcoholics Anonymous is more than attending gatherings and visiting hospitals, cleaning up old scrapes, helping to settle family differences, explaining the disinherited son to his irate parents, lending money, securing jobs for each other when justified. These are everyday occurrences. So you notice that we sort of do that in this meeting. A lot of AA meetings, they don't do this anymore. Here we do. We get right involved. No one is too discredited or has sunk too low to be welcomed cordially if the person means business. So goes on about that. And then what else is here? Now, on page 162, they also talk, sometimes you'll hear people say, well, can't talk about drugs in AA, but that's not true, because here they go on page 162, talking about the treatment for alcoholic and drug addiction. So this program works for that. And then the very last on page 164, which is prominently read in AA meetings. It says, Jeff, I'll let you read that last paragraph. Our book is meant to be.
Our book, Jeff Alcoholic, our book, page 164, Alcoholics Anonymous. Our book is meant to be suggestive only. We realize that we know only a little. God will constantly disclose more to you and to us. Ask him in your morning meditation what you can do each day for the man who is still sick. The answers will come if your own house is in order, but obviously you cannot transmit something you haven't got. See to it that your relationship with him is right, and great events will come to pass for you and countless others. This is the great fact for us. Abandon yourself to God as you understand God. Admit your faults to him and to your fellows. Clear away the wreckage of your past. Give freely of what you find and join us. We shall be with you in the fellowship of the Spirit, and you will surely meet some of us as you trudge the road of happy destiny. May God bless you and keep you until then. Thank you for letting me read.
See, now this is probably one of the most profound statements of the AA program. I mean, I come to tears when I read this, because all of this happened to me. So some of you may be saying, what is the deal with Jan, Jeff, and Chaz? And I'm telling you what the deal is this happened. Chaz, you want to talk about this this part?
Yeah. Shaz, grateful alcoholic. Well, this part of the book is, I could describe it as a wind of faith. It was like a wind that blew right through me. And it took away all my fears, all sorts of things happened, when I did that. And I started to realize, abandoning myself to God, that I had peace and contentment. I trusted God. I saw the miracles that he'd done in my life. I saw the miracles that people working this program from steps 1 to 12 were getting well and staying well. And most of them, all of them that were really well, like the people in this meeting, were practicing the 12 steps and relying on God and had given their lives to the care of our higher power. And, and it's a bright spot. It's like it talks about in the big book. It's the arch that we now walk through in freedom. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, the big thing here is, thank you. The big thing here is this is why AA works. It's called the fourth dimension, the spiritual dimension, the dimension of healing through our higher power. It's why psychotherapy and treatment centers don't work, because they don't get you to this place of the higher power coming in and healing everything. So everybody's kind of getting that message here. And you're well on your way if you start to do this. To just shine it on and say, yeah, well, whatever, that's not going to cut it. That will keep you drunk. Right, Jeff? Jeff's shaking his head.
Yes. Yeah. Jeff, alcoholic. Absolutely, Jen. And I tell everybody out there, maybe your training in life in various fields has taught you to be skeptical. Throw it out. Or be skeptical, but you'll see that it works. But do it. Even if you're skeptical, do it. This thing works. Believe me. I didn't believe everything when I came in, but it worked. It works on me. It can work on anybody. Thank you for
Yeah, I
letting
had
me
to
share
get
that.
my ass kicked sober
Oh, absolutely.
in order to,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I don't need to do this.
Yeah.
And then you don't drink, you just go crazy. You just crack up. You're like, oh, geez. People walk around going, what the hell's wrong with him? Okay. But today I'm like happy. Maybe sometimes a little too happy. So Kelly, what are you working on now? How's it going?
Good. I did over the weekend I did some more of the Step 11 podcasts.
Good. And
So
what
that's
did you
where
get
I'm
out
at.
of those? How did you like those?
I liked the pastor on the one. There was a lot of good information. I want to go back and listen to that one again. But it's the
So
focus.
give me your
It's
high points on
journaling.
listen to me. Give me your high points on step 11. Yeah, how many of those podcasts did you listen to?
I've listened to 3 of them.
Okay. High point. Did you write down any high points on each one?
I did not.
Go back and do it
I
on the
can do that.
podcast.
Okay.
Each
I will.
podcast, I want you to come up with 5 high points because we go over it in this book in detail. Okay, good job.
Okay.
La 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 la. Hey, Amber in Texas, how are you? Are you still driving or are you what are you doing? Are you coming home from work or going to work? Talk. She did say she was driving, but then okay, well, I'll get back to you when you're not driving. Okay. So we talked to Carmen. What did I miss here, Matt? That's working on stuff that we know of.
I think you got pretty much everybody.
Pretty much everybody. Let's talk to some of the new people here to the meeting. Hey, Chris, 160 days. So how are you liking today's meeting so far? Jan to Chris here in Colorado. How are you liking today's meeting? Okay, he fell asleep. Bernardo, how you doing? How are you liking today's meeting, Bernardo? Jan to Bernardo.
It's good. I like it.
Yep.
So I work a lot, right? So like it's like I wake up like at 5 every morning, right? So it's like hard to get to a meeting like in person. So I've been
The
looking
deal.
at
You're welcome to come to this meeting, okay? We're here every day, same time, same bat time, same bat channel. Come for 5 days, see how you like it. And if you do like it, we'll take you through all 12 steps, and give you reading and writing assignments. Can you make it every day, or what's your deal?
Yeah, so uh it says here that it starts at 6, right? Every day at 6.
You're
But
in Toronto, I guess so, yeah.
yeah, at 6 o'clock here. But yeah, it's a perfect time to
Okay,
yeah
have you been to AA before?
to AA.
Yeah.
So my like DOC is is like is cocaine, right? But
Yeah.
it goes like hand in hand with the drinking, right? So I
Well,
try to
come
do
here,
like
come
see
every day.
it's the same
Come
thing.
every day if you can do it.
Yeah,
Listen to me. Just come every day if you can do it, and we'll put you to work because
yeah,
that's it. See, so come for 5 days. Watch this. So this is what's today? Tuesday? Come Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. See if you can make it 5 days in a row. That's going to be the big challenge for you. Most people never come back. We've had over 30,000 people attend this meeting. 1,000 people have gone through the entire program in 12 steps with us. The other 29 people the other 29,000 people, I don't know, they went to the pub in Brighton. Let's see, where is he? Sarah, Chris, Liz, Stephen, Rio, DJ. Where's the guy from Brighton? Did he bail on the meeting already? Got fed up with this meeting.
Yeah, I think he left.
Okay. Hey, Liz, so how are you liking today's meeting? Thanks, Matt. Hi, Liz. So one day down in Atlanta, Georgia. Hi, how's it going?
Hey, good. Hang on, I'm turning on my picture. Hi.
Yeah,
It's
there you are.
good. And I'm Liz and I'm an alcoholic. So yeah,
Here's the deal. Come for 5. Are you going to do the 5-day thing? Is that what you're doing?
I'm trying. I came yesterday. I also work, and this is like the other gentleman said, a really good time for me because
Clock. 6 o'clock
yeah,
in
it's
Atlanta.
6 o'clock in Atlanta, and I cannot. I work in a kind of physical labor type thing, and so when I tried to do the 8 o'clock meetings, it's maybe an excuse, but
What time
this
do you
is
get
the
off work?
perfect time.
What time? Oh, good. What time do you get out of work?
Usually I stop around between 4 and 5.
Oh, and you're okay. And you're
So it's
so
great.
what are you a construction worker or what? Carpenter?
I'm a landscaper and gardener, so
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Well, that'll help sober you up. Of course, you figure out how to drink. You drink and then you go to work and you work it off until it doesn't work anymore.
And that's where I am. It's not.
Exactly. Yeah. That's so this is a good meeting for you. Come every day for
Thank you.
5. Come for 5 days. Okay.
Okay.
This is your second, and we'll put you to work.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Perfect. Yeah, you'll apparently you seem to like this group because here you are. Let me see here. What did we miss? Oh, Amber, how's it going? So, Amber, how are you doing? Did we give?
I'm at a daycare playground. That's
Oh,
how.
all right.
But
Can you talk? Can you talk?
kind of. We're going back to the classroom.
Oh,
So
are you
yeah, I was
teaching?
working on.
Are you working?
No, picking up the munchkin.
Oh, okay, I see. All right. Well, listen, in any event, keep coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
All
Yep.
right.
But it happens to be at the same time as my drive.
Oh,
But
that's
I did
okay.
work on the readings and the writing.
Oh, yeah, what was the reading?
And the living the books.
Well, let's see. So
First
how many
couple
days
chapters up to like page 60, but I'm not done yet.
how many days have you come to this meeting?
Am I on day 5? I think I'm on day
Okay.
5. I think I
And
started
then
Thursday.
were you in the step 1 room with Sam?
I was with Sam and Sarah
Okay,
And
in this,
I
in the
forgot
step, in the
if
step
James,
one
was
room,
it James's?
did they give you instructions for step one?
For step one, I'm writing down a bunch of incidents that have occurred.
Yeah, okay, how's that going?
I don't like it, but I'm doing it.
Oh, good, let's talk more about it tomorrow. Come up with 10, all right?
Yeah, I have 10 and we'll talk about it.
Oh, wait, so
Other,
did we give you the second half
this
of the
yours?
first step yet?
The second half was the readings, wasn't it?
No, the second half was the unmanageability of my entire life.
I think I need to write that down.
Well, Sam's gonna put it up for you in chat right now.
That'd be awesome.
Is Sam still there? Or is he gone? I
I'm
didn't
here.
see him. Put it
Is
up
this
in
your
chat.
balloon, baby?
Yeah, I just put it up.
Okay, you just put it up? Okay. So see if you can grab it and chat off your phone and start on the second half of the first step. But we're not gonna bug you while you're at daycare. Okay, we're done. Over to you, Matt, with the promises.
Okay. Matt Alcoholic. These are the promises on page 83 of the big book. If we're painstaking about this phase of our development, we'll be amazed before we are halfway through. We're going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. We will not regret the past nor wish to shut the door on it. We'll comprehend the word serenity and we will know peace. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. That feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear. We will lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Self-seeking will slip away. Our whole attitude and outlook upon life will change. Fear of people and of economic insecurity will leave us. We'll intuitively know how to handle situations which used to baffle us. We'll suddenly realize that God is doing for us what we could not do for ourselves. Are these extravagant promises? We think not. They're being fulfilled among us, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. They'll always materialize if we work for them.
All right, thank you. The serenity prayer goes like this. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So this meeting is officially over. And if anybody has any questions about this meeting or AA, you are welcome to talk about. So you notice that that's kind of what we do. We just stick with the AA program, the AA steps, studying, reading, writing, trying to absorb this into our psyche, both